Well, good morning, guys, and welcome to day 3, I think, of the Spring Fling here at Galot Motorsports Park, presented by K&N Optima Batteries. Huge shout out to Mickey Thompson and Jegs for sponsoring the feed, because without them, we wouldn't be here. So we're going to be doing $20,000 today. And that is Wiseco Pistons, or Wiseco Race, yes. So, woo, exciting. Lots of stuff happening today, and I can't think of anything else. So, got new entries only this morning. And yeah, we get to go racing first round. We'll get a car count later, Brett. I have not talked to the promoters yet about that. So last I heard, it was over 250, but I'll confirm that later. So all right, guys. Well, we'll holler at you later.
So we're giving the new entries just a little bit of extra time to get teched in and get to the stage of lanes. Tech for the new entries is open at the winner's circle right next to the stage of lanes right now. So give the new entries just a little bit more time so they can get teched in and get their time run hit. Tell you what, I watched a lot of good racing this week so far. It's only Thursday, and I've already watched a lot of good racing. For you guys that haven't heard and gals that haven't heard, we already had 2 perfect runs. We had 2 perfect runs, Lee Dixon and Jimmy Malillo. Those guys will be representing, Jimmy will be representing the door car side. Lee Dixon will be representing the dragster side in the Brodix run for the SR20s. We'll keep those 2 drivers. We'll see how they do today. We'll keep those 2 drivers, keep in communication with those 2 drivers and tell them when that's going to shoot out. So it's a 1-run shootout for those 2 guys. It's a set of SR20 from our fine folks at Brodix. Brodix, one of those companies, probably the most well-known company as far as cylinder heads and blocks in bracket racing. So thanks to the Brotherton family. and our track gurus out there, Rich and Harold, have a little bit of a friendly request from you guys out there. If you can please, if you're parked anywhere where you have some gravel or rocks, if you can please do us a favor and kind of shake those rocks or gravel off before you come up to the staging lanes, before you come up to the starting line. Harold and Rich would really appreciate that. They have this track probably in the best shape over a two or 3 day span since I've been here than I've ever witnessed firsthand. They're meticulous, and they would ask a small favor from you racers if you're parked where the rocks or the gravel is, if you could shake those off before you get up to the starting line, that would be great.
K&N has been a proud sponsor of the K&N Spring Fling since year one. K&N Engineering is the world's leading manufacturer of washable performance air filters and revolutionary nut-driven oil filters. Whether you're looking for a filter for your daily driver or your hot rod, K&N has what you need. Keep it clean. Choose K&N. With a 40-year history of technological innovation and engineering, Optima products offer unstoppable power for extreme enthusiasts and others who require the ultimate power source. Optima batteries were the first high-performance AGM automotive batteries in existence, and it revolutionized the industry with the unique spiral cell technology. Look for the distinctive Optima six-pack shape to get the ultimate power source every day, everywhere. In need of a new fire suit? You want to look good in the winner's circle? Sparco and Biondo Racing Products have joined forces to bring the quality and safety of Sparco racing suits to the drag racing community. Combining comfort, lightness, and breathability, Sparco offers the best in SFI-5 and SFI-15 suits and a full line of gloves, shoes, and helmets. Call the racers at Biondo Racing to get sized up for your new Sparco gear. Jegs has been a part of Kyle and Peter's Spring Fling events from the start because they know what racers are looking for in a big buck bracket race. Get the high performance you're looking for at a price you won't believe from Jegs High Performance. Free shipping makes it easy. Dial 1-800-345-4545 or click on jegs.com. Tire covers, logbooks, parts, and more parts. 100% guaranteed with free shipping. The place for performance? Jegs. Mickey Thompson Tires. More and more bracket racers are relying on Mickey Thompson Tires to help them get to the winner's circle. From the big Bubba to the little Bubba, Mickey Thompson has a tire to fit every application. Hey, Spring Fling fans, when putting power to your rear end, consider differential parts from Yukon Gear and Axle. Yukon parts are built to last and withstand the round-robin abuse that winners expect. Check out Yukon's posies, cases, dropouts, gears, and kits, and make them part of your build. Thanks again to Yukon for being a sponsor of the K&N Spring Fling presented by Optima. Are you looking for that big bore kit to hop up your pit bike? Or maybe a nitrous piston for your hot rod? Look no further than Wiseco Performance Products. For the last 3 years, Wiseco has supported Spring Fling racers by being the official overall point sponsor for the Spring Fling 5-day in Bristol. Whether you need components for your daily driver or 3,000 horsepower twin-turbo monster, Wiseco has you covered. One name, one solution, Wiseco. Get them before.
All right, once again, racers, we are looking for our new entries only. We're going to go ahead and have a time run for our new entries. Again, the time run that we were looking for today based on what the weather holds in store. And if you were kind of like us and caught a glimpse of the TV on your way in here or happen to be taking a look at one of those weather apps, whatever it is that you might have on your phone, it is kind of obvious that later on in the day we are expecting some weather to roll through here. Now, there is quite a large cell that is making its way just kind of covering the southeastern part of the United States. And luckily enough, we are not expecting to be hit by that very much until later tonight. So right about the time that we start wrapping up racing is about the time that that thing will probably hit this area. It is expected to kind of put a little rain on us throughout the evening, and then tomorrow morning it should be kind of dried up and gone.
So, again, best type scenario for the cell that's moving through the area. And by the area, I mean like Georgia and Mississippi and Tennessee and Kentucky and pretty much any state that falls south of Kentucky and north of Florida and east of Louisiana is pretty much being impacted by that weather cell right now. And we are lucky enough that it's not going to impact us until later. At least that's what the weather's calling for. So, based on that, kind of taking a look at what was going on, and a lot of conversations, a lot of decisions were made last night as far as what would be the best thing to do this morning. So, again, a time run will be held for our new entries and new entries only, and then we'll go right into round number 1 in order to give us an opportunity to make sure that we get all the way through this Wiseco $20,000 race day. We do know that for a few of our new entries, there are a couple of folks that are still making their way through tech. We've got most of our new entries already back in the staging lane, so we do want to say thank you to those that are already sitting back there ready to go. Again, if you are a new entry only, we're going to go ahead and have that time run. For everybody else, we'd like you to go ahead and get those cars warmed up, get ready to go, because as soon as we get things finished off with these new time run entries, or these new entry, or the time runs for the new entries, we're going to go right into it with round number 1 on the day. And Peter had mentioned before, I'll kind of reemphasize what he's got out there. Because we had so many prizes on tap for today's time run, those are going to roll right into round number 1. So things like that True Start $500 bonus for the first door car to go trip zip, a $500 bonus for the first dragster to put up a trip zip reaction time. You know, we do understand that there is a little bit of a different mentality rolling into a time run than there is rolling into round number 1, but those prizes are still going to be up for grabs, and we want to make sure that that portion, at least, of the $50,000 in racer appreciation prizes makes its way out the door, along with everything else that made its way out the door yesterday. So once again, new entries. We need you into the staging lanes, please. New entries. If you are a new entry, we need you into the staging lanes. Make your way through tech. We'll get ready to make those time runs, and then we will start with round number 1. Again, a $20,000 Wiseco Thursday. Getting ready to go.
For they get you. Strange Engineering has been the leader in driveline suspension and brakes for over 50 years, from street cars to top fuel dragsters and everything in between. Strange has evolved its product line to handle the most demanding of applications. Remember, don't just race, race Strange. Our goal at Kooks Headers and Exhaust is to strive for excellence and manufacture the highest quality performing parts in the industry with the latest technology and materials available. In the end, we deliver not just a bunch of tubes welded together, nor an exhaust with a muffler and shiny tip. We deliver a designed, engineered, and manufactured component of over 50 years of dedication and passion into the craftsmanship of what we do. And remember why every Kooks headers and exhaust product manufactured is not just a set of headers. At FTI Performance, we are proud to be associated with a top-notch event like the K&N Spring Fling presented by Optima. Dedicated to the racer, our commitment to the best customer service in the industry is what separates us from the rest. Join the FTI family and join the list of winners who depend on the power and reliability of FTI to get to the winner's circle. Visit FTIperformance.com today. RacePack is the proud sponsor of the RacePack Bounty Award at this year's K&N Spring Fling presented by Optima. A Sportsman data logger will be awarded to the driver who beats Wednesday's winner during the Thursday 20K to win race. Use race pack data and stop guessing. Hoosier Racing Tire is proud to be a participating sponsor of the K&N Spring Fling Bracket Races. Let our performance race tire technology help put you in the winner's circle. When you're looking for an advantage, remember the name Hoosier. See us on the Midway or contact the authorized Hoosier Racing Tire dealer nearest you. Are you looking for a new chassis or maybe someone who understands what you need for your current race car? Then check out Race Tech Race Cars and Components. Race Tech Race Cars, for winners only. A proud sponsor of the Spring Flings. What do Luke Bogacki and Edmund Richardson have in common? They both recently won NHRA World Championships using their American race cars as their dragster of choice. Call Mark Horton and the racers at American or visit www.americanracecars.net. And pick the best products in the industry for you and your vehicle. With 25 years in the business and 8 NHRA World Championships, Sal and Peter Biondo of Biondo Racing Products will get you the right parts at the best prices, along with unmatched racer-friendly advice. From safety equipment to electronics and everything in between, call the racers at Biondo or visit BiondoRacing.com. A proud sponsor of the K&N Spring Fling presented by Optima, Brodix is giving away a set of heads in both Bristol and Vegas to the best package runoff winner. Strength, durability, and power are just a few factors that make Brodix the best in the business. Proudly made in the USA for over 50 years, Brodix utilizes state-of-the-art technology and continuous research and development to bring you the best in the industry. Goodyear Tires, a proud round sponsor of the K&N Spring Fling presented by Optima. If you're looking for the round-by-round consistency needed to be a Spring Fling champion, choose the tire that NHRA World Champions like Justin Lamb and Peter Biondo choose. Choose Goodyear Tires. A proud sponsor of the K&N Spring Fling presented by Optima, Autometer is the brand that champions depend on to keep them running at their best. Check out the complete line of gauges and data acquisition solutions at Autometer.com. Power, precision, passion. Autometer. Founded in 1990, BTE Memphis Performance is a manufacturer and distributor of high-performance automotive racing driveline products and a long-time Spring Fling supporter. Good luck to all the racers this weekend from BTE.
All right, one more time. Our new entries. We're getting ready to take a time hit for new entries and new entries only. So we do need you in the staging lanes. If you have not yet been through tech, please do so. Racers, we're going to get right into it with round number 1 on a Wiseco $20,000 Thursday. We got a lot of prizes to give out the door. We got a lot of things to get taken care of, so we're going to give a one last shot. Racers, time onlys. If you are a new entry, we need you to lanes for your time run, please. number 1. Again, the run order will be exactly as it was yesterday. We'll start with those door cars, then we'll run the dragsters. Again, the door cars will run separate from the dragsters all the way up until we get to that laddered round. At that point, we'll move everybody together, but until then, we'll continue to run as usual. The only difference here is we'll just start right with round number 1. Again, we've got $20,000 worth of Wiseco money to give away today. Tomorrow is going to be that big one, the $50,000 Friday. That's that Strange Engineering $50,000 Friday, and then we get to a Jegs $20,000 Saturday. But the way that everything has worked out so far, again, the right decisions have been made in order to bump that door car shootout from tonight or to last night. Got that squared away where Mr. Blinson was able to get that handled in his Mustang and walk away with that $10,000. And, of course, Shane Carr picked up the Yukon gear and axle $15,000 to win Wednesday victory. All right, so again, Pete and Kyle wanting to make sure that everybody gets the opportunity to get in here. There are still a couple of new entries that are still working on unloading. They just got through the gate, so we're going to give about 10 more minutes. It's 8:30 now. At 8:40, we are going to start those new entry time runs. So again, at 8:40, we are going to start those new entry time runs. So a last call for new entries. We do need you to get your way down here, get your way through tech, and we'll get you situated. So again, we appreciate everybody's patience. Want to make sure that these new entries get an opportunity to get at least a hit down the racetrack before we go into round number 1. As for everyone else, just to give you that heads up, again, with the number of new entries that are out here, it's only going to take us a couple of minutes to get through these new entry time runs, and then we'll start calling our door cars in. Not yet, but soon we'll start calling our door cars in for round number 1. So new entries, new entries. Again, we'll have your time run about 10 minutes from now. New entries, we'll have your time run about 10 minutes from now to start off the morning. All right, so once again, as we get our new entries into the staging lanes, we are just kind of chilling out. I'm getting an opportunity to catch up with JJ a little bit. Haven't got to see him since Bristol last year, so that's a lot of catching up to do. And so far, it's been really fun. And by the way, we have done our random draw for the day as far as who the buy run will be for round number 1. The card that was pulled, I think this will make Jed happy. Don Butkowitz. You have been selected as the random buy for round number 1, at least the potential buy. That's right. What was it? Penny Butt Puffin Bottom the third? Puffinburger, that's it. That's it. It's Penny Butt Puffinburger. The third, that's right. You can't. You got to remember that one. All right, so again, Don Butkowitz, just kind of giving you the heads up. You are the potential buy for round number 1. Again, that was done by basically a random draw of the tech cards, and that was the card that was pulled out. So, Mr. Butkowitz, you will be the potential buy. Again, only if there is an odd number of cards will we need to utilize that. But the dragster will be given that opportunity should we need it. Again, we're drawing closer to getting things done, and JJ has informed me that he does like the golf announcer version of this, so we'll kind of start things off like this. All right, racers, we are getting ready to go with our new entry time run. As our new entry time runs approach the staging lanes, it's going to be a nice little dog leg left as they come out of the staging lanes and make their way into the water box. At that point, they are going to have to try to not necessarily avoid the water hazard, but make sure that everything's good, and then it's a nice straight shot right on up to the starting line. And I do think so. I think at some point during the day when somebody wins, we all just need to do the nice little golf clap. Oh, who's making the noise? All right, sounds like we're going to start suiting up our new entries. So new entries, go ahead and start suiting up. New entries, go ahead and start suiting up. All right, so we have got our new entries getting suited up, ready to go. And as we mentioned just moments ago, we've only got a handful of them, so we're going to get through them rather quickly. Door cars, your attention please. Door cars, we are going to put you on standby. Door cars, you are on standby for round number 1. New entries are in the lanes. We're getting ready to roll, but door cars, you are on standby. We are firing them up, bringing them around the corner. Again, just kind of that nice dogleg left as they come out of the staging lanes and approach the water hazard. All right. So as we get our new entries pulled around the corner here, hey racers, just a couple of things from like a business standpoint by way of announcement for you. Hey, if you are expecting a payout from yesterday, that payout window will open after second round today. So following second round today, payouts will be available for yesterday's Yukon Gear and Axle Wednesday. So if you were expecting a payout from yesterday's event, those will be available here in the tower after second round today. So after second round. So, again, if you are expecting a payout from yesterday, that will be available today after second round. And, of course, buybacks will be in effect today. So if you are going to be in need, I know that that's not exactly on the game plan. You don't wake up in the morning and go, okay, unload car, check, take the staging lanes, check, get buyback money, check. No, that's not exactly what you guys plan, but you unload the car, you bring it up here. If that line item comes into play on your game plan, it will be in the exact same area that you needed before. So Jeff Verdi gets a brand new car out of the trailer here this weekend. And again, we're talking about, like Chris Bochin, who was running the dragster all day yesterday. He's got that Mustang over on the left side. Jeff Verdi has got the Big Chief Racing ride that has taken over the right side of the track here as our new entry time runs are getting underway. I don't think that the Top Gun ride broke yesterday. I think he's just looking at jumping in a second car. The 032 reaction time for Verdi. He's going to end up running a 582 at 117 miles an hour. Over the other side, it was a 14th thou red, 655. And speaking of new entries, well, Randy Perdue and Penny Butt Puffin Bottom the third, Jared Pennington. That's Big Jed, who made his way in here last night. It was quite an adventurous trip for them in the motorhome, and they finally got their way, or made their way here. Pulled in bright and early this morning for Randy Perdue, same story. They were able to make their way here, and when the gates opened, they were ready to unload. Whoa! So Big Jed decided he was going to show off this morning. And then when he put the car down, there were some sparks that were coming out from underneath of it as he runs down to a 653. And, well, I think JJ's going to lose his mind again. It's all right, buddy. That's what parts are for. I don't think you're going to need them. We'll see. Randy Perdue had 036 on the red side. So Randy Perdue, 036 on the red side, runs 534 with a 0. After Jared carried the front end way down the racetrack. Set it down, saw a few sparks out from underneath of the car. So we went ahead and threw the reds on the track here just for a moment as we want to make sure that everything's squared away. But it sounds like from the top end of the racetrack, got a little bit of a call, and they've got something at time slips. They're going to get squared away. Duzen. High performance accessories. I kind of like Duzen. Do they have many Zen gardens out here? A plethora of Zen gardens? All right. I'm good with a plethora of Zen. I noticed a plethora of something else out here. No, not that. But I haven't found that yet. But as soon as I do, we'll figure that. That probably brings on the Zen part. But what I had noticed is, driving in here, I thought to myself, kind of wondering what is the most prominent profession out here. And, we talked about like hog farming last night, but it looks like farming of cemeteries seems to be a popular move out here. Yeah, come on. At least that's what I noticed. There are a lot of them between the hotel and here.
Yeah, it was not only that, we are the national potato production. The North Carolina Sweet Potato Commission is based right here in Benson, North Carolina.
Well, very cool. Matt Zapp, who is kind of jumping in. We're going to be definitely utilizing his talents and skills here in a little while. And I do have to say, and not that anybody rates kind of the opening ceremonies or compares them to others, but I do want to say thank you again for yesterday. That prayer that you gave to start off the day was just absolutely the right way to kick it off, and very powerful, very well done. Definitely appreciate you being out here, and that video board with the wow.
Yeah, thank you very kindly. It's just amazing to be a part of something that's so special right here in Johnston County, and from the ownership down, there's a family of believers, and it makes it a pleasure to come and be a part of. And we want non-denominational chapel service on Saturday morning, kicking off at 8:15, and I've got a special request into the local mayor, William Massengill. I'm trying to line him up to be our singer for fellowship, and he is just classically trained and just exceptional. So if we can get the mayor out here to sing, that might be just icing on that cake. So
look at you guys, the
just
big video boards, high-quality production, and a singing mayor.
Yeah, singing and dancing mayor. So we'll have all the dog and ponies out later. But something else that's pretty cool that you may not know, that there's a lot of jokes pitted our way. That's where you get the Mule City. We're considered Mule City in North Carolina. That's where you get the Mad Mule program. But Benson has the annual Mule Days Festival. 50,000 people flock to this community of 3,500. And we get approximately 2,000 registered equine. And we have multiple days and rodeos. So a lot of folks call us the proverbial mule, which, they often call us a jack, what. But
fair enough.
Yeah. So we are the Mule City capital of Eastern North Carolina as well. So when you come back in September, there's the PDRA event, and then immediately followed up. If you think PDRA is big, you've never seen anything like a bunch of cowboys riding around town on a mule.
And these are like legitimate mules. When you're saying the registered equine, they're not like show horses. These are like actual mules.
So we have an array from literally a 2-foot-tall mule.
Mm-hmm.
If anyone is ever, I'm a fan of Parks and Recreation with Leslie Knope, and so when they talk about little Sebastian, we have little AJ the mule all the way up to the 2,000-pound pulling mules. And so you'll see mules and horses, you'll see English and Western, you'll see it all. So we have full buck and bronco type rodeos, and it's a pretty unique situation.
So the sweet potato capital of the world.
Yeah.
Or at least, we'll go with that.
It is.
Sweet potato capital of the world.
Largest production of sweet potatoes.
I don't think there's another mule festival that's going to rival what you guys have. So it's kind of like the mule festival capital of the world.
We're tied with Tennessee and Arizona.
Really?
Yeah, believe it or not.
Okay.
It's two other locations that stick their claim to fame on the mule.
So it will be a hotly contested battle this year.
It is, yeah. So, even if the bottom line is I didn't win, but I made it to the semi-cap on. Which way do you face the mule? Because his backside is going to be facing you either when you're coming into town or going out of town. So which way, from a public relations standpoint, do you face the mule?
You have the mule sit.
Ah, see? That's like the Riddler. If you have a train traveling exit so many miles an hour and it's an electric train, which way is the smoke blow? And there's no smoke out of it. You're right. Sit the mule.
Have the mule sit.
That's a great...
Yeah.